Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. The New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get done today, a deal that's been rumored to be going down for the past couple months here. The Jets send cornerback Darrelle Revis to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In return, the Jets get the Buccaneers' first-round pick this year, number 13 overall, and they also get a conditional pick in the 2014 draft, which could be as much as a third-round pick coming from Tampa, depending on how Revis performs this upcoming season. And just to take this from various viewpoints, I think this is a rare win-win-win kind of trade. First of all, the Jets get a first-round pick for a guy that they weren't going to be able to re-sign. And that with the way their team is headed in a rebuilding mode, it just didn't make sense to give a guy like Revis, even though he is great. I'm a Jet fan. He's the best defensive player they've had in my lifetime. I loved watching the guy play. But to pay a corner $15, $16 million when you're rebuilding doesn't really make too much sense. So I understand why it had to be done from the Jet perspective. Idzik gets the 13th pick overall, which not many people thought that he would get at the beginning of this. Remember, he's trading a guy coming off an ACL injury as well. So they get a first-round pick. They get a conditional pick next year. Obviously, the draft is going to be huge for the Jets coming up. I'm going to do another video right after this on the Jets' upcoming draft. But win from the Jets' perspective. From the Buccaneers' perspective, look, they're going all in. They had a lot of cap space. They've made several moves the last two off seasons to better their team. They obviously think Darrelle Revis is the guy to get them over the hump in that division, the NFC South, with Drew Brees and the Saints, Matt Ryan and the Falcons. They obviously think that he's worth the money, first of all, and that he can be that missing piece they need to take the next step. Will he be the missing piece? I have my doubts because Darrelle Revis is an excellent player, but I think they have serious issues at the quarterback position which need to get resolved before they can really have visions on doing anything. But as far as this trade goes, it's a win for the Buccaneers because they get the man they wanted. And lastly, it's a win for Revis. While I love Revis, love watching Revis play, I think there's little doubt that when he's healthy, he's the best defensive player in football. But Revis is a guy that's went for every last dime at every turn. He's been hard to deal with regarding his contract, which he has every right to do. And I think it's a win from his situation because he got a big money extension out of all of this as well. And we'll see going forward, obviously, who the winners and losers are of this trade in the coming years. What do the Jets do with the draft picks? How does Revis perform? Does he hamstring now the Buccaneers going forward from a salary cap perspective? We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this plays out. But again, from a Jet perspective, I'm on board with the move. And pretty much in every facet, I can understand why this move was made. Jet fans, I think as a whole, are going to be completely torn. I think they're going to be in the same sort of boat as I am. You don't want to see Revis go, but you understand why he had to be traded, and because the team is just moving in a completely different direction now. And look, this draft just becomes big for the Jets. Obviously, for the Buccaneers now, a lot of pressure on Schiano, on the general manager there, as well as Josh Freeman and that defense, obviously, which a lot is going to be expected of them. So, again, Darrelle Revis to the Buccaneers for a first-round pick in this year's draft and a conditional pick next year. Guys, let me know what you think of the trade. Hit me up in the YouTube comments, on Twitter, at SNewsAnalysis as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. I cover the NFL all the time. Check out my videos, guys. I got over 400 videos on the NFL and other sports. Be sure to subscribe so you get all my videos uploaded directly to you. Thanks again for listening, and have a great night.